The end of an era is here. Welcome to the Bruin Fieldhouse for tonight's non-league matchup between the Gloucester Fishermen and your Somerville Lady Hounders. Bob Colludi, Jim Muncie, Jim and Bob Entertainment on Educational Channel 15. And Jim, the reason why I say the end of an era is here is because you and I have two huge announcements to make. These announcements are so huge, they've changed the face of Lady Hounder basketball forever.
They certainly do, Bob. The end of an era is here, but a new era begins. And those two announcements, Bob, as a lot of people have already found out due to the Board of Aldermen present nice citation last night, this is our last game. We made a decision early in the summer.
I promised I wouldn't cry.
Is it too late to go back?
I think so.
We made a decision. You know what I realized on our way here was
the traffic was really bad.
Traffic was really bad. That was one thing. 18 years we've done this. This is the start of the 19th year. That is actually half of our lives. You realize that?
A lot of these girls on the team now were not even born when we first started doing this.
That's amazing. So Bob and I are 36, so half our lives, Bob, we've been doing this. The other big announcement, Bob, and we're going to introduce our replacements in just a moment.
Yeah, so
you stay there.
Just to clarify, Jim and I have retired from Somerville girls basketball and from Somerville High School varsity hockey games.
Right. And we want to wish the boys the best of luck this year. We know they're going to be in good hands with their new announcer, Bob. And the Powinski press box will stand strong.
And they redid over the rink. It looks beautiful.
Well, that's a nice parting gift for us.
They got a big S in the middle of center ice now.
Figures.
Anyway.
The other big announcement, Bob, is the new head coach.
A new head coach.
Brian Bad Boy Harris, no longer the head coach of the Highlanders, Bob, a man that you and I respect to no end on and off the court. And I said at the Board of Aldermen last night, Bob, he always had the girls' best interest at heart, both on the court and off the court, Bob. Everything he did was for their best interest. He helped a lot of those girls, Bob, with personal issues, just getting through high school, getting through life. It wasn't just about coaching basketball, and he was cream of the crop, top of the list. You can't get a better coach than that, Bob. You can't get a better person than that to be a mentor in these girls' lives.
He's taken the Lady Hounder program, Jim, and brought it above and exceeded expectations. He's multiple GBL championships, including one last year.
3 years running, I believe.
3 years in a row.
Yep.
Division I North championships. They played at the Fleet Center. He's built this program up. When you and I first walked into the Bruin Fieldhouse 19 years ago, there wasn't any of this.
No, nothing going on. You could hear crickets.
George Wood in the house, ladies and gentlemen. There was nothing.
No, you could hear crickets, and that was about it. But with
anyway.
Coach Harris's enthusiasm and the youth program, the Pride program that he was a big part of starting, he built this program up to be what it is, Bob, and he leaves it in a very good situation.
Absolutely. New head coach Shannon Clark.
Exactly, who I just met for the first time, Bob, 5 minutes before we went on the air. Very nice gentleman. I wished him a lot of luck, and he said he's sorry that we're leaving, that he was looking forward to hearing us calling his game, his team. But I wished him a lot of luck. Seems like a real nice guy, and I'm sure he's going to do great things for this team as well. And
a new JV coach making her debut tonight, and winning, by the way. Amazing Alicia Caruso, Jim.
Undefeated. I believe the final score was 40-28. Somerville JV team.
Yep, absolutely. Amazing Alicia Caruso. She will be on the bench with Coach Clark tonight, making his debut for the Lady Hounders.
I'm going to turn on the wireless mic, Bob, because I would like to introduce our replacement starting at the next home game. That is John Sapichetti and Megan Phantom Foster. Perhaps we can turn around and talk to our replacements.
Sure.
Want to say hello to everybody?
Hello.
Scoot on down.
Yep.
Megan Phantom Foster, everyone of course knows.
She's a legend here in Somerville.
Megan Phantom Foster on the only Lady Hounder team to play at the Fleet Center. Phantom Foster, how are you going to use your playing experience to help you commentate when Jim and Bob leave?
I think just knowing how the girls feel before games and during plays, and what's running through their minds will be something I'll think about, and kind of knowing the girls and kind of the history of the team will be beneficial in the commentating aspect of it.
And you've commentated a few games, and in a rare instance when Bob or I had to miss a game, you filled in. You've done a fine job.
Little learning experience. There'll be a curve.
You'll be fine. And John Sapichetti, Bob, who I just met moments ago, was telling me that he graduated from Somerville High School. And can you tell the folks what you were telling me about the library used to be the gym and what it was like back then, and also what the teams were like and who you played against?
I graduated in 1981, and we had the gym, which is where the library is now. This building was built in 1988. And in the late 70s, early 80s, Somerville boys teams were really, really strong. Unfortunately, they ran into Patrick Ewing. I'm sure people have heard of him. He was in high school at Cambridge Ringe, and they just blew right through everybody. He was 6'11" at the time and had all the abilities that he had and ended up just being such a dominant player. But our teams were really, really good, but it's tough to win when you got a 6'2" or a 6 foot for the center, and the other team has a 6'11" future Hall of Famer.
That's fantastic stuff, Bob. And what that means is that we have two new people coming in here who, A, know the game better than you and I do, although this bullhorn knows the game better than Bob and I do. No, that's the truth. But also, Bob, two Somerville graduates, Bob, and that kind of brings a nice feeling, a home spirit to our position.
No,
here.
absolutely. You and I have we never lived in Somerville.
Nope.
Never went to Somerville Public School.
Nope.
But, we gave our heart and soul to this program in the past 19 years.
And I appreciate everybody putting up with our lack of knowledge of the game, although we did learn a little bit over the years.
I know what a dribble is now.
Right. We used to think it was when you drool. And what do you do other than this, John?
I just like his glasses. I thought it was
like
Bono
that?
that was here.
They're very distracting.
I actually do sports at 15:10 a.m. WWZN. Mostly a political station, but I do sports, movies, and those types of things.
So you're not a stranger to broadcasting.
I hope not.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking over, and nice
Wish
to
you
know
the
that
best
we're
of
leaving us
luck.
in good hands.
Phantom Foster.
Phantom.
I'll be back at halftime with some former Highlanders.
All right. Thank you.
Save me a spot.
Are we going to be here at halftime, too?
I hope so.
Oh, all right.
Well, that went over well.
I think so.
Jim and Bob retiring. This is our last game ever for the Lady Hounders. A lot of the girls came up to us before the game, Jim, hugging us and said, we're sorry you guys are going to leave. We're going to miss you. They're going to try and go out and get us another Greater Boston League championship this year.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they do it, Bob, 4 years in a row. We got a nice letter here, Bob, from former principal
Chris Johansson, yes.
Chris Johansson, that I won't read the whole thing, but I just want to say thank you to Chris Johansson, a very heartfelt letter saying some very kind things to us. So, Chris, thank you for that. Bob and I have to go across court, do the starting five one last time. You're watching Educational Channel 15, the 2010-2011 opening game of the new season.